everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pam and today's video is going to be my August Jenga TBR. So, I'm really excited for the month of August. It's the last month, not completely, of my summer vacation. After that, I'm gonna start working again, and also I'm gonna start school. So I have good news. I was missing being a student, so I decided to go and do my master. So I have a bachelor in education, and I wanted to have my master's, so I'm going back to school, not full-time. It's only going to be part-time because I'm still gonna work full-time during that time. I feel like I said time too many times. Anyway, I'm really excited, but I know I'm gonna have less time to read, obviously, for September, October, November, and December, because I'm also gonna work full-time and going to school part-time. So it's gonna be pretty intense, but I'm super excited. And so yeah, super excited for August because I want to read as much as I can. So yeah, before going into my August TBR, let's go to how I did for the month of July. So for the month of July, I had to read these 6 books. So Wondersmith was for my choice of genre middle grade. The Relentless Moon was for a sci-fi with representation. The House Across the Lake was for a thriller with 5 words or more in the title. The Rise and the Reign of the Mammals was for a nonfiction standalone. Out was for my choice of genre Joker. I did a scavenger hunt for this one. I have a vlog. When it's gonna be out, I'm gonna leave it at the eye, but yeah, super excited. It was really fun to do. And the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian was for a contemporary with illustration or a map in it. So yeah, happy to say that I read all of them except for The House Across the Lake. So yeah, I didn't read all of them. I didn't complete my July Jenga TBR, but I'm pretty happy with my reading. There were big books on this, so I'm really happy. So that means I need a punishment. So let's go for my wheel of punishments. Let's go see what my punishment is gonna be. Oh, okay. So, okay. I need to add the number of books that I didn't read in July into August. So I need to add 1 book to my TBR. And it's gonna be pretty easy because in August, I want to participate in the magical readathon, the Orilium magical readathon that is hosted and created by G over at Book Roast. I'm gonna leave all her videos details down below so you can check it out if you want to participate. But in August, it's gonna be the autumn equinox, and yeah, I'm really excited. I want to be a master of elements, so I have 8 books that I need to read for the month of August for this readathon. So adding 1 book to the Jenga, it's fine. It's really fine. So let's go for the Jenga first, and then we're gonna go through the prompts for the readathon. So let's go with the first pick. So for the first pick, I got Orange, which is a classic or nonfiction, and the prompt is outside of US. So for that one, I'm gonna go for a classic. Last month I went for a nonfiction, so let's go to a classic. And for that one, I'm gonna go with The Return of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So this is the book that I'm on with the Sherlock Holmes series. So I'm gonna read this. I have the audiobook from Audible that is narrated by Stephen Fry. They are amazing audiobooks. Stephen Fry is such a great narrator for Sherlock Holmes. It's absolutely perfect. And to be honest, Sherlock Holmes is such an easy classic to read. It's really easy to understand. It's not complicated. The language is not outdated that you can't really comprehend. No, it's really easy to comprehend and to understand. I love Sherlock Holmes. He's such a great character, so I'm really, really excited to go back to his mind, you know. He's amazing. I love it. So this is the first pick. Next, I got Yellow, which is a thriller, mystery, or horror, and the prompt is a booktuber's wreck. For that one, I'm gonna go with 2 books because, you know, I need to add a book to this Jenga, so I'm gonna go for 2 books that work perfectly for this. The first one is obviously The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This is the Literally That Book Club pick for the month of July. I didn't get to it in July, so I'm gonna read it in the beginning of August because the live show is the first weekend of August, and I'm gonna be there to watch the live show, so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna read this, obviously. This is, all I know is that we're following a woman and she observed this couple in this house across the lake where she lives, and something happened. I think she's a witness of something that happened to one of the people in the couple. But yeah, we're gonna see. And the second one is What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher. So this is the book pick for the Literally Dead Book Club in August. So it's really short. I'm really, really excited to read it. This is a story inspired by a story of Edgar Allan Poe. So I'm going to read the story first, and then by Edgar Allan Poe, and then I'm going to read this. I don't know what is the story. What is it? Can't remember the story of that is inspired to, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this. This is a horror book. It's gonna be fun. It's super short, so I'm kind of scared. Like, it can go well as it can go like really wrong. So we'll see. Next, I got Blue, which is my choice of genre, and the prompt is Second Chance Book. So normally I either go for like a DNF for the Second Chance book, but in this case, I'm gonna go for a book that I put on other TBRs that I made and I never got to it, and that is Witchwood by Taramafi. So this is the second companion book to Furthermore, and it's a middle grade book. It's fantastical. It's absolutely beautiful. Furthermore, I loved so much. It was such a good middle grade book. It was atmospheric. It was whimsical. It was just, it was so good. And I'm really excited to get back into kind of the same world. But in this one, we're following a young girl that washes the dead. So basically, she washes dead bodies. That's all I know, and that's all I want to know. I'm really, really excited. I love middle grade, and I've been reading like great middle grade this year. So I'm super excited to add one more and to see if I'm gonna like it or not. Next, I got a Green, which is a sci-fi, and the prompt is ends on an even number. Pretty self-explanatory. So for that one, I'm gonna go with Red Clocks by Lenny Zumas. This is a sci-fi dystopian book where Roe v. Wade is overturned and basically abortion is illegal. and it's not really a dystopian, you know, because that's exactly what happened in the US. I do not live in the US, I'm from Canada, but it's still something that is close to me because I can't even imagine if I was living in the US and at some point I need to get an abortion and I can't because of fucking white cis men. I'm really grateful that I live in Canada and that it's legal and it's really easily accessible. Like, it's not just legal, it's easy and accessible for everyone to have an abortion. I guess this book is going to be really hard to read, but I'm excited to see how fiction can also translate into like the real world. And this book was published in 2018. So, you know, in 2018 we couldn't known that Roe v. Wade would be overturned at some point. So yeah, I know it's gonna be hard, but I really want to read it. It's been on my TBR for so long, and I think it's the perfect time to read it. And this has 356 pages, so even number, you know. Next, I got my choice of genre, and the prompt is male author. And so, yeah, it's really easy to pick a book. And for that one, I'm gonna go with a book that I'm so excited to read from one of my favorite authors, and that is Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. So this is a standalone middle grade book, and it's a fantasy standalone middle grade book. And it's inspired by A Thousand Leagues by Jules Verne, and I'm so excited. Sorry, my cat is a monster and wants to eat my books. Anyway, I'm so excited to read this. Yeah, I love Rick Riordan so much. And yes, I'm adding another middle grade to this TBR because I love middle grade and I want to read more. And yeah, perfect one to read this. And finally, the last one is Green, which is a sci-fi, and the prompt is winner of a literary prize. So for that one, I'm gonna go with a short book that I've been wanting to read for so long, and that is All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This is the first book in the novella series, the Murderbot Diaries, and basically we're following a murderbot, a robot that is made to kill, and all he wants to do is watch TV shows and watch movies and not kill anyone. Really excited to read this. I feel like I'm gonna love it. It sounds so fun. So yeah, I can't wait to read it. And it's so short, so it's kind of perfect for a month where I want to read as much as I can before I start school and work. It's perfect. So this is the JENGA TBR. So let's go to the readathon TBR. I have all the prompts here. So basically, like I said, I want to be a master of elements, which is a career that it's only for the Order of the Crescents. And yeah, I need to read 8 books. So I have 7 here, so I'm gonna add 1 more book to this TBR. So I need a D in elemental studies. So basically I need to go to the level of O, Q, and then D. So the first one, O, is element of water. Start a book with a drink. I'm going to pick whichever that is not in any particular prompt to start with a drink. Next is Q, which is wind redirection, and it's I need to point at a random book and pick one of the adjacent ones. And yeah, I'm probably gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna point at those books. I'm probably gonna like lay out the book on the floor I'm probably gonna lay out like the books on the floor and just like pick a random one there and just pick the other one that is close to it, like side by side. So yeah. After that, it's D, which is wave manipulation, and it basically is to read a book with a C setting. Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. You know, it's, of course, it's set in the water. Like it's yeah, it's a C setting. Next, I need an O in shapeshifting, and the prompt is formation of wings. So I need to read a book with wings on the cover. So here I have no books with wings on the cover. So for this one, I'm gonna pick a new book that is not here because I don't have any books that have wings on the cover, and that book is Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. God, it's so hard to say in in English for me. Anyway, this is a middle grade again fantasy book inspired by an indigenous story, and it's a standalone and it sounds so fun and I'm so excited to read this. So far I've been loving every book that I've read that is in the Rick Riordan's Present imprint for Disney Hyperion. I've been enjoying all of them, so I'm really excited to read another one. So I'm gonna add this to the TBR. Next, I need a Ho in Animal Studies, and the prompt is Study of Familiars. So a book with a familiar or an animal companion on the cover. And for that one, I'm gonna go with What Moves the Dead by Taking Fisher. So there's a rabbit on the cover, so an animal companion. Here you go. Next, I need a O in Astronomy, and the prompt is Lilivay. I'm probably butchering that word, which I need a book with the letter L in the title. So I'm gonna go for Red Clocks. There's an L over here, so perfect. Then I need a Q in Restoration, so I need to go to the level O and then Q. So level O is Object Restoration. So I need to read a book with a single object focus on the cover. And for that one, I'm gonna go with The Return of Sherlock Holmes. So yeah, the focus is Sherlock Holmes on the cover. So there you go. And finally, the last one is Q, which is Enchanted Scroll Mending. So I need to read one of the oldest book on my TBR. And for that one, it's Witchwood. It's been on my TBR for so long, and it's been on many Jenga TBRs too. Never got to it, so there you go. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna read it finally in August. So yeah, this is it for my August Jenga TBR. I'm super excited for this month. Like I said, I think I'm gonna be able to read all of them. They're pretty short book. They're not as big as they were in July, so I think it's gonna be easier for me to go through all of these books. But yeah, I'm really excited, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in a next one. Bye!